Good morning students, welcome to the next class of whole numbers, and today we will study properties of whole numbers continued from the previous class. And the second point is properties of subtraction of whole numbers. In last class we have read properties of addition, and today we will study the properties of subtraction of whole numbers. Under this category you will get four properties. First one is closure property, second is commutative property, third is associative property, and last is property of zero for subtraction. So come to these properties one by one. Now when you subtract 8 minus 3, the answer will be 5. 8 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, and their subtraction is again a whole number. Look at another example. 15 minus 15 is equal to 0. Here 15 is a whole number, second 15 is again a whole number, and their subtraction 0 is also a whole number. When you subtract these two whole numbers, answer is a whole number. When you subtract same whole numbers, the answer is again a whole number. What if you subtract 3 and 9? Now we all are aware that 9 minus 3 is 6. If 9 is at the first place and 3 is at the second place, 9 minus 3 is 6. Then what is the answer of 3 minus 9? Second is 6 minus 13. If first number was 13 and second was 6, the answer is 7. 13 minus 6 is 7. But what is 6 minus 13? What is 3 minus 9? 3 minus 9 is minus 6. 6 minus 13 is minus 7. If your second number is greater and first number is smaller, the answer is always a negative number. If your first number is smaller, second number is greater, the answer is a negative number. This concept you will study in the chapter integer. So what we get here? We get the negative numbers also. 3 and 9 are whole numbers, but their difference, their subtraction is not a whole number. 6 and 13 are whole numbers, but their subtraction is not a whole number. So answer is not always a whole number. If it is 9 minus 3, 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, 6 is a whole number. If it is 13 minus 6, 13 minus 6 is 7. 13 is a whole number, 6 is a whole number. Answer 7 is also a whole number. But here cases are different. First number is smaller, second number is greater. So answer is negative, which is not a whole number. So when you will get the answer as whole number? Only when the first number is greater or equal to second number. If your first number is greater than second number, only then you will get the whole number. If you get the same numbers, then also you will get the whole number. But if first number is smaller, then you will get a negative number. So closure property does not hold true for subtraction of whole numbers. When we subtract two whole numbers, we will not always get a whole number, and therefore this property does not hold. Whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Come to the next property. Are these two numbers same? 6 minus 3 or 3 minus 6? Whether the answer is same or not, let us check. 6 minus 3 is 3. When first number is greater, answer is positive. When first number is smaller, answer is negative. The answer of 6 minus 3 is 3. But the answer of 3 minus 6 is minus 3. Both the answers are different. In uppercase, the answer is positive. In lowercase, the answer is negative. So 6 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 6. If you change the order, the answer is not same. So commutative property, it also does not hold true for subtraction of whole numbers, as when you change the order, the answer also change. While subtracting two whole numbers, the order of subtraction alter the result. If you change the order, in case of subtraction of whole numbers, the answer will also be changed. Come to the next property, subtraction of three whole numbers. For example, I want to subtract three whole numbers 6, 4 and 2, and I am subtracting it by making the groups of first and second, and then I'll make the group of second and third number. Now here the group of first and second number, 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2 and 2 minus 2 is 0. So answer of this subtraction is 0. Now if I'll make the group of last two numbers, if I'll make the group of 4 and minus 2. Look here, if I'll make the group of last two numbers, 4 minus 2 is 2. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So if I'll make the group of first and second number, the answer was 0. If we will make the group of second and third number, the answer is 4. So what we have observed here, if groups are changed, the answer is also changed. While subtracting whole numbers, the result changes when the grouping is changed. So this property is known as associative, and this property again does not hold true for whole numbers under subtraction. Come to the next property. What is 3 minus 0? What is 9 minus 0? 3 minus 0 is 3. 9 minus 0 is 9. When you subtract 0 from any number, the answer is the same number. This property is property of 0 for subtraction. When we subtract 0 from any whole number, the result remains the number itself. On subtracting 0 from any whole number, the result remains the same. Now what we have read today, first property was closure property, and this property does not true for whole numbers under subtraction. Subtraction of two whole numbers is not always a whole numbers. In first case, 8 minus 3 is 5. 3 minus 9 is minus 6. Here 8 and 3 are whole numbers. Their difference is also a whole number. But in second example, 3 minus 9 is a whole number, but their subtraction is minus 6, which is not a whole number. So this property does not hold for subtraction. Closure property does not hold for subtraction. Second property that we read today is commutative property, which is again not true for whole numbers. When you subtract two whole numbers, the order of subtraction alter the result. If you change the order of numbers, the answer will be different. 6 minus 3 is different from 3 minus 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. But 3 minus 6 is minus 3. So answer is different, and therefore commutative property also does not hold for subtraction of whole numbers. Third property that we read today was associative property, and which is again not true for whole numbers. While subtracting 3 or more whole numbers, the result changes when the grouping is changed. If you change the group, the answer will also be changed. Make the group of first and second, make the group of second and third, the answer of both the cases will be different, and therefore this property also does not hold for subtraction. And the last property that we read today was property of 0 for subtraction. On subtracting 0 from any whole number, the result remains the number itself. 3 minus 0 is 3. When you subtract 0 from any number, the answer is the same number. And so the homework for today is revise properties of subtraction of whole numbers and compare it with properties of addition of whole numbers. That's all for today, students. Thank you and be safe.